Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Talk with Father Loma, and we're still on marriage matters. The issues on marriage cannot be exhausted, but they cannot also be neglected. So we have to keep talking about them for as long as we are alive. So today, on set with me is someone whose story is going to excite a whole lot of us, and she's going to be talking to us on an issue in marriage that many of us, probably as Catholics or even Christians, might find strange, but we do not know that it actually does happen, and I wish that all of us who are listening, you're going to take one or two things away to help you as you make your decisions, especially those who are here to get married. So with me on set today is Mrs. Anne Farouk. Mrs. Anne, you're welcome.
Thank you, Father. Thank you so much.
Welcome to Let's Talk with Father Loma, and we are looking at marriage. So I'm going to begin by asking you the regular questions I've asked other couples who have been on this before we now go straight into the specific area where only people like you can actually educate us. So let's start with, how long are you married now?
We've been married for 40 years.
40 years?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's a whole lot. That's almost all of my life you're married. Okay. So how did you meet? By the way, I just wanted you to discover the fascinating thing about Mrs. Anne. From her name, you should know. I mean, don't allow me to just spit it out like you. Her name is Anne. Then she's married to Farouk. What does that tell you? Okay, so Mrs. Anne is a Catholic who is married to a Muslim. So we are going to be looking today. I just didn't want to let the cat out. I wanted you to just, gradually, get to that point. But we are going to be looking at what we call, in Catholic Church, it's called disparity of cults. The technical term is disparity of cults, or interreligious marriage. All right. Okay. So I've already let the cat out of the bag. So Miss Anne is married to Alhaji Idi Farouk, and they've been together for 40 years. Good years, Miss Anne. That's like the 40 years the Israelites spent in the wilderness.
Yes.
So you have crossed the wilderness.
I have.
Okay, so how did you meet each other?
I met him when I went to do my youth service. That was in 1982 in Kaduna.
Oh.
Yes, so I met him in the camp. My roommate then was Susan, and Susan had a relation, and that relation came visiting and came with Alhaji. So that's how we met.
Then he wasn't Alhaji, he was just a normal...
No, then he wasn't Alhaji.
Yes.
Yes. He was Malamidi Farouk.
Okay.
Yes.
Kaduna, 1982. Yes. Far back. Where did you school?
Calabar. University of Calabar.
So it's actually NYC that took you...
to Kaduna, yes.
To Kaduna.
Yes.
Okay. All right. How many children have you?
3.
3 children?
Yes. A boy and a twins, boy and girl.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right, so you are a Catholic. You are born Catholic.
Yes.
Born Catholic, bred Catholic.
Bred Catholic, still
yes.
a Catholic,
Still
die a Catholic.
Die a Catholic. Okay. All right, so in what specific ways has your Catholic faith influenced your marriage?
It has actually in a lot of ways, because my family, they know about Mary, they know about Jesus. In fact, if you come to my sitting room, there's the Holy Family picture there.
Okay.
Yes, so they know about Jesus Christ. Not that they didn't know about Jesus Christ before them, but they know more now. Like my husband knows most things about the rosary, because most times I say the rosary, I say it loud in the bedroom with him, and he hears. So he knows about the litany, and he knows about Hail Mary, our Father, and I believe in God. So actually it has most times, and sometimes when my children, when they are in trouble, they say, let me go and meet mommy so that mommy can say the rosary for me.
Oh, that's
so like my daughter now, when he had the last child, and I was like, we're traveling, I won't be able to come.
Already?
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yes. So like we're traveling, I won't be able to say, oh mommy, who will say the rosary for me when I enter the labor room? So all these things is how the marriage has.
The Catholic faith,
the Catholic has, yes,
the way your
yes, yes.
I can corroborate that. Sitting here, I met your husband.
Yes.
I think I met him before I actually met you. It was much later I got to know that it's your husband, and I got to know him as this kind, gentle Muslim man who is very enthusiastic about Christian things. It was the husband that, when we got talking, he was like, when he was growing up, I think he grew up in Kano.
Yes, he did, yes.
When he was growing up in Kano, he had there is this Christmas atmosphere that he experienced, that during Christmas, the carols and all of that. So that he came to Abuja, and those things seemed to be absent. And he was like, when are you going to, I think that was a program I organized, and either a youth program or something. He said, when are you guys going to organize something like, an archdiocesan carol, that will give people that feel about Christmas? And I'm like, share your Alhaji. He said, yes. And I'm like, I was trying to, reconcile this until it was much later when I met you. I know where the influence is coming from here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think your Catholic faith has, spiced up your marriage in that regard. Okay. So do you find any of the Catholic teachings on marriage too difficult or impossible? Is there anyone you find?
Yeah, maybe the one that says if you marry a non-Catholic, you won't receive communion anymore until you get permission. Before, they used to say you get permission from. I remember when I married him, for a very long time I was not receiving Holy Communion until we came to Abuja, and then he met Father Joji.
Okay.
So we now went to Father Joji's office, and he married us with a witness.
He blessed the union.
Okay, he blessed the union.
Yes.
We actually did proper marriage.
You did proper wedding?
Yes.
Catholic wedding?
Yes.
And you were not allowed to receive communion?
No. In Father George's office.
Okay, so that's what I mean by blessing.
Blessing the marriage. Yeah. So it was after that now that I started receiving Holy Communion.
Okay.
Yeah. Before then, they were telling me we need to go and take permission from Pope, or that's what I was hearing, until Father now came and said, no, you people should come to my office, I will bless the marriage, and then she can start receiving the Holy Communion.
I'm wondering who will tell you to go and take permission from Pope before.
So that actually is the aspect that was a bit difficult for me. So
I don't think that's actually the teaching of the church, because what the church teaches is, if you are married and you haven't, that's what I call blessing of your marriage.
Bless the marriage.
That means
that is, if you are not married to a Catholic.
Even if you are married to a Catholic, maybe you are a Catholic young man, you met a Catholic young lady, you paid her bride price, and you guys are now living together. But you have not come to the church to celebrate that marriage. Yes, we regard it that you are cohabiting.
Okay.
In that case, you cannot receive communion, because you've not raised your marriage to the level of a sacrament.
Okay.
You may have done the legal, the cultural, traditional stuff, which, by the way, is also a requirement in the church. If you don't have those things, we cannot, wed you in the church. So that rule is applicable to everybody, irrespective of whatever religion you profess. So if a Catholic young man meets a Catholic young lady and pays her bride price, does all the traditional stuff, you can even go ahead and do court wedding, but they haven't come to the church
to bless the marriage.
Bless that marriage. both of them cannot receive communion.
But how about if they were receiving communion before they now met? Yes,
so for the fact that they are now living together, they
okay,
cannot
cohabiting.
Yes, they are cohabiting. The church calls it cohabiting. So that, I think that rule is not discriminatory. It applies to everybody. Maybe that's what they wanted to tell you, and then they say you go and get permission
from Pope for marrying a Muslim.
Because because in the Catholic Church there is when wedding between two Catholics is a normal thing, right? Then wedding between a Catholic and a non-Catholic, that's usually called, I think, disparity of cult and all that. So, all right. So so apart from that, is there any other Catholic
no,
teaching?
apart from that, there's no other. Yes, there's no. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. So I mean, the second question would have been, the next question would have been online with that, but I think I will just pass by. So now let's hit the nail a little bit closer. You are married to a Muslim. How has that affected your Catholic faith?
In no way has it affected my Catholic faith. In no way. Because most times I used to attend morning mass, and most times if I cannot wake up by 5, he is actually the one that wakes me up and say it's time for you to go and get ready. So I don't think marrying him has affected my Catholic faith in any way.
In any way negative?
No.
Like it hasn't stopped you from doing anything?
No. Anything concerning church, I am going to church, I am going to meetings, there is no stopping me. By him, anyway.
Wow.
Yes.
I have to ask that because right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm very, very sure that there are some viewers who have had a problem of marriage, and the problem has been the person she wants to marry. Usually the difficulty is with the female Catholic. We know what marriage is like, when a lady gets married, most time it's like it is the husband that determines most of what happens in the marriage, and sometimes the man's religion or denomination automatically becomes the one for the lady. So it's usually difficult for Catholic, especially a Catholic lady that takes her faith. There are many Catholic girls that have forgone a particular marriage to somebody they actually love because of this denominational or religious issue, and some of them are not aware that they can actually get married to a non-Catholic and still maintain their Catholic faith. There is a provision in the church for that. So your testimony says that your marriage to a Muslim has not diminished your Catholic faith. It hasn't impeded your Catholic faith in any way.
In any way.
That's good to hear.
In any way. Well, I think everything depends on communication.
Okay.
That before the marriage, yes, you communicate with each other and decide what you want to do. Before I got married, before my mother agreed for the marriage, my mother told my husband that my daughter will not change to become a Muslim. Agreed. If you agree, no problem. If you don't agree, then the marriage will not hold.
Oh.
So he agreed.
Oh. And he has kept to that promise.
And he has kept to that promise till these dates. He has never opened his mouth one day to say, are you not going to change to a Muslim? Nothing like that.
Were you not afraid at some point that he might...
No. It has never even crossed my mind because of the type of person that he is. Yes, because of the type of person. Not even his friends, not even the family, none has ever come to say, won't you change to become a Muslim?
But when we look at your dress code, some of us will think you're actually a Muslim.
Okay, let me tell you a story.
Yeah.
I went to the market one day and I met a Catholic lady that I know very well. He said, "Hey, Mrs. Farouk, why do you always dress like a Muslim?" And then I said to her, I said, "Do you see Virgin Mary how was she dressing? Did she dress in this your skirt that you're wearing? She said, okay. I actually didn't look at it that way. I said, well, you start looking at it that way.
Yeah.
So it's not really, it's not a Muslim thing. It's not a Muslim. I think it's your Christianity and being modest, you know. So I don't think is a Muslim thing to dress like this. The women in the Bible, they were all dressing like this.
Yeah. Actually, it should be like a Middle Eastern culture, and of course, the Muslim religion started from that Middle East. You know, it has more to do with decency. Okay, Mrs. Ann Farouk, do you pray as a family?
No. We don't pray as a family, but I have a fellowship in my house.
Okay.
That we pray every morning by 7 o'clock.
Everybody in the house?
Everybody, most of my staff, they are Christians. So all the Christians, in fact, the only Muslim in the house is his driver.
Okay.
Every other staff, from security to me, everybody is a Christian. So every morning by 7 a.m. we hold this fellowship. And we begin our prayer with, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Does Alaji join?
No. He doesn't join, but he hears us. So most times when we finish, he will be asking that, what did you preach today? Who preached? What did the person say? So that's the fellowship I hold in my house every day. Yes.
Okay. Do you miss the fact that he doesn't join in that prayer?
Well, I don't. But only missing, or I really don't regret marrying him.
Yeah.
But sometimes I usually, like if I go to church and I see husband and wife, I usually say, oh, if I had known. Sometimes. But
okay.
If I had known that it would be like this, you know, but then the thoughts will just fizzle out after a while. So that's the only thing I just miss not having my husband when I go to church. That's it.
But has he ever accompanied you to church?
He goes to church, yes. If any of your friends, like like when Lucky died, may his soul rest in peace. He was in church for the so he goes to church. Marriages, his friends that are Christians, when their children wed, he goes to church.
Have you accompanied him to mosque?
No, because it's not allowed. I think that's what I think. I don't know, but I've never been to a mosque.
He hasn't asked you to accompany him to the mosque?
No. Even they don't even go to mosque with their wives. Even they call Muslims. They say yes. They all go separate.
Okay, that's true. That's true. But does he, as a Muslim, does he have the usual devotional prayers we can do in our homes? Does he have such as a Muslim?
No.
So
they
all
just
the prayers
is yes.
Centered in the mosque.
No, they pray at home.
They pray at home?
Yeah, you know, they pray 5 times in a day.
Yeah.
So they pray at home.
And he does that?
Yes.
Haven't you been curious enough to ask him, teach me how to do some of this?
No, I haven't.
Mrs. Ann, for 40 years?
Not one day.
The chase B?
Yes, is like our thank you, Jesus.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know how to pray it?
My thank you, Jesus, or their own chase B?
Yes.
No way, I don't know. It's the same thing now. They are thanking Allah. It's the same thing as the thank you, Jesus.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you see any similarity between that and the rosary?
Not the rosary, but the thank you, Jesus.
The thank you, Jesus.
Yes.
So what is the word they use?
Is thank you. I asked him. He says he's saying the thing.
As you are counting.
Thank you, Allah. Thank you. In their own Arabic.
I think in Catholic Church we call that ejaculatory prayers or thereabouts. You know, I can't remember such words. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I think we are drawing close to our interview. But before then, one more thing. You have 3 children. What religion have they chosen?
They are all Muslims.
They are all Muslims?
They are all Muslims, yes, because normally when they are growing up, they follow their father's religion until they are 18. Then when they are 18, they can now choose where they want to go. So, but they all chose to remain Muslims. So I'm comfortable. I'm okay with that.
I was going to ask, who decides for the children which religion they are going to adopt?
Is the dad?
Was that a consensus you guys had going into the marriage?
No, it was never discussed. But I mean, man is
just naturally flowed.
Yeah, the man is the head of the family.
Did you make any effort to bring the children to the
No, I didn't.
Why?
I didn't, so that I didn't want it to bring rancor or misunderstanding. So I just left it. Are we not worshiping the same God?
Yes, we are. But like, did you have time to at least talk with him and say, okay, let's allow the children follow you to mosque, follow me to the church, let them have experience of both?
Yeah, when they were growing up, they used to follow me to church.
Oh, really?
When they were growing up, yes. When they were growing up. I won't leave them at home if I'm at home with just them, assuming Alhaji travel. Those days he used to travel a lot. They follow me to church.
Okay. But you didn't put any pressure on them?
No, I didn't put any pressure. So that's why they all know. My daughter, up till today, if she wants to eat, she does the sign of the cross.
But she's a Muslim. Oh, really?
Yes.
So they decided by themselves. But don't you think, for the fact that probably they were too close to their dad, that shaped?
I don't think so. It's just that I allowed them freedom to just. Well, I did not push. Maybe if I know what I know now, I would have pushed. But growing up those days, I just thought we are all worshiping the same God. So it doesn't really matter if I'm a Muslim and they are Christians. I didn't really see it as a problem, so I didn't mind.
Okay.
Yes.
I will not push you too much on that. So they just decided on their own they are going to follow the religion.
Yes, their dad.
And the most beautiful thing is the harmony and the peace.
Yes.
That exists in the family. Okay. I mean, your marriage is supposed to be like a testimony to Nigerians that you have a Muslim and a Christian who share the same bed and everything, and they're living together. So why can't
most Reverend fathers are his friend.
Oh yeah.
Most even you're Alhaji's friend.
Yes, I'm Alhaji's friend. Yes.
Yes. So there was a time we visited the Archbishop Kigama. Even Onaikon is his friend.
Yes. Yes, Onaikon is his friend. I've heard his name from
Onaikon. And he took Bibles to he donated about 50 Bibles to he gave it to Kigama, our Archbishop.
Okay. That's a gesture. Maybe he's thanking the Archbishop that you gave me one of your daughters who had made my life better. Okay, this is getting interesting. There are more, interesting questions to ask. People think that what actually causes problems in marriage could be because people are from different tribes, people are from different religions, and all of that. But marriages like that of Mrs. Ann to Alhaji Idi Farouk, shatters those, what would I put them, those stereotypes or those conventional way of thinking, right? So, I mean, you can adduce the argument, there are Catholics who are married to Catholics and the marriage crashed.
Yes.
There are Christians who are married to Christians and the marriage crashed. There are Muslims who are married to fellow Muslims and the marriage crashed. So marrying somebody different from your religion or your denomination does not necessarily in itself and be the reason that marriage will scatter, right? So for the fact that they are 40 years in marriage and they are still living together, she is a grandmother right now and all of that. So I mean, that's very it's teaching us something. That people should stop making excuses. Stop looking for excuses on why things shouldn't work. Okay, so moving on, Mrs. Ann. Oh, I had actually asked that and you've answered. I was going to ask, has your husband ever attended mass or any church program? And
he does. Done that? If you invite him, he attends. You did a program in is it Chida Hotel some years back?
Yeah,
he was part and parcel of the
it was actually
arrangement, and he was there fully.
Thank you. In fact, he not only was part and parcel of it, he was one of those who used his influence to talk to late Sir Lucky, may God rest his soul.
Okay.
You know, to help in sponsoring
the program.
That program.
And you were meant to continue it, but it ended.
Yeah.
And he tried to encourage you to continue
exactly.
it. Exactly. But you didn't.
He is like, why can't we have yearly Christmas carol? That everybody in Abuja will know that something is
for the
archdiocese,
not just for parish.
Not just for parishes. Yes, he wanted something big at Christmas. And you know, when I look at the person who is making this request and all of that, I'm like, wow. So I mean, for Catholics out there, I mean, Alhaji Idi Farouk has challenged us to do Christmas carols that everybody in Abuja, both Christians and non-Christians, will know that something
a big
happening,
event,
something huge is happening. I hope that those who are in positions of authority should take this of me. I will take it up if people give me the money. Just give me the money, and I'm going to make it happen. Okay, so tell us the most difficult part of being married to a Muslim.
For me, there is no most difficult part.
Ha.
For me, there is no most difficult part. Nobody is forcing me to do anything. I do everything concerning my faith. So what can be the most difficult? There's nothing. There's no challenge. There's nothing. I'm the only wife, so it's not as if he's married to...
Let me see whether I have a question on that.
So there is no challenges at all. No most difficult part. As a Muslim,
Alhaji Idi Farouk has the right to marry
four wives, yes.
So why hasn't he?
Yeah, but I'm the only wife.
Did you threaten him?
I did not. I did not.
Did you have that discussion with him?
Never.
Would you be comfortable if he brings another woman?
No.
You wouldn't?
No, my Catholic faith is one wife, one woman. One wife, one husband and wife. Just one husband and wife. Yeah. One wife, yes.
Is he sensitive to your feeling?
Maybe he is. Wow. Because if I didn't change my religion, so maybe I will not understand that part of their religion. And really, I don't understand it. And I wouldn't have been able to understand it.
And you know, to be fair to him, it's not actually I think it is not like a compulsory thing. Is like what if any man chooses.
Yes, it's no. It's not compulsory. No. It's not compulsory. No. It's not compulsory. If you can afford it, and if you can love four of them, same together equally. Then you can
so it's not even as everybody thinks that you just jump into it and just marry four wives like that.
No. There are rules guiding it.
There are some Muslims that are still married to one, even if it is
a lot.
A normal Muslim, they marry.
Yes, a lot. Yes, a lot.
But I want to believe that Alhaji probably is very sensitive to your Catholic
Christian
faith,
belief and Catholic faith.
And that makes him a gentleman to the core.
Maybe.
That makes him a gentleman to the core. That also means that he cherishes you a lot.
Oh, thank God. It's the grace of God.
But Mrs. Anisa, don't you think that some Muslim ladies there who will be there and be eyeing husband with like, see this woman now, she's the only one enjoying what for us.
Well, the eye belongs to them and the eye is to I. So they can eye as they like, as much as they want.
Okay, so there isn't anything you can say is the most challenging part. So for you, life with Alhaji is normal.
Normal. No challenges at all. No challenges at all whatsoever. No challenges at all. Maybe, let me say, maybe during their fasting.
Okay.
During
the Ramadan fasting.
The Ramadan fasting, you know, you have to wake up by 3. You have to wake up by 3 to prepare something for them to eat. Okay. And then you now, for somebody like me, maybe that was challenging because if I wake by that 3, I'm not able to sleep anymore.
Okay.
So it's not as if I do the cooking or anything, but just you wake up just to see that everything is in order and in place. So after that, I am not able to sleep anymore, but they will sleep. They will sleep till maybe 11, 12, but I am not able to sleep anymore. So maybe that is a challenge.
Maybe you found that challenging initially.
Maybe I found that challenging, even up till now, because the Ramadan too and fasting is a continuous thing.
But I mean, it's a good thing now. You are doing that for the sake of the man you love.
Yes. So maybe that's the only thing. Otherwise,
okay.
Nothing.
So, is there anything you think the church can do officially to make marriages between, say, Catholics and Muslims, would I say, I wouldn't say easier, and maybe the word simpler, There's a difference between something being easy and being simple. Is there anything you think the church can do?
The church should encourage it and not discourage it, because most times they discourage it. And then the church should also maybe educate its members on it, because if you listen to some of the parents there, they will, if you tell them their child wants to marry, they say tufiakwa. So, or God forbid, So maybe they should try to hold seminars and conferences or something like that to try to educate them. In fact, they should even call people like me to even speak or talk, because I have had, in fact, if I come back, if I see a Muslim again that is like my husband, I will marry.
All Catholic men are one for now. This one don't go.
So it's not a challenge at all. It's not a challenge. So that mindset of their children not marrying a Muslim or that should be, it should be, I don't know whether not to sanitize them, So that's just maybe, what I see, or what I can advise.
Maybe some people discourage it because, your case, I don't have the statistics now to say maybe your case is an exceptional one, that the regular thing or the usual thing is that such marriages along the way will have some problems. I don't know. I don't have the statistics.
It's true, Sha.
I just want to, to be a little bit cautious, because probably you and Alhaji have the kind of personality, mindset, and worldview to make it, happen. Because, like you say, it also depends on the individuals involved, right?
Yes.
Because if you have married somebody who wants to forcefully, turn you into a Muslim, it's true. That would have been an issue.
That is, I go back again to the issue of communication. Yes, you communicate and you talk these things over before you go into the marriage.
So from your marriage,
that will help.
Alhaji, officially Islam does not force a Muslim man who is married to a non-Muslim to force the wife to convert?
No.
There is no such thing.
No, there is no such thing in their religion. You don't force. Okay. It's willingly.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I just hope, just like you say, maybe this is opening the eyes of many people, both the Christians and the Muslims. If a Christian girl marries a Muslim, she can retain her Christian faith, and they can have a good marriage. And if a Christian guy marries a Muslim lady, he doesn't also have to force her to become a Christian. Yeah, because in Christianity, you don't force anybody. Except the person on themselves decide after staying with this person and say, okay, I want to change willingly and all of that.
Yeah.
And this is also very important for both Christians and Muslims. I like the fact that he said there is no coercion. Nobody is coerced to become the other. And if there is communication and understanding, people from the different religion can enjoy,
yes,
you know, a beautiful marriage. That takes me to 1 Corinthians 7:14. I think this issue didn't actually start today. In the early church, we had something to that. If you read St. Paul's first letter to the Corinthians, chapter 7 specifically, I think it deals with this issue. You know, people were already married, whether as pagans or as Jews, before Christianity came. So it came to the point where you can come to a family where the man has accepted to be a Christian, but the woman has refused. Or the woman has accepted, but the man has refused. But they were already married before the faith came. Just one accepted. So there was that issue of, should we continue with the marriage? What should I do as a woman? My husband wants to still remain a pagan, but he still wants to be married to me as a Christian. He does not have a problem with me being a Christian. That issue came up in the early church, and that's what Paul dealt with it in 1 Corinthians 7. If you read verse 14 specifically, he said, let the unbelieving wife be sanctified by the believing husband, and let the unbelieving husband be sanctified by the believing wife. In other words, if the wife is the believer and the husband is not a believer, but he has agreed and decided to still be married to her without forcing her to abandon
continue
her
praying
faith.
for him.
He said, continue living with him. Don't scatter the marriage. You know, that if anything, your faith in God is going to sanctify that union. Do you understand?
Yes.
Same thing with the man. If you are a man, you have accepted Christianity, yes, and your wife has not. Say, don't divorce her. Don't scatter the marriage. And that also goes to let us know how very important the marriage bond is. You know, you have to give it the benefit of doubt and all that. Okay, so that's quite an interesting one. Let me see if I still have any more questions. Okay, maybe this is just following the round. What in your experience is or are the benefits of interreligious marriage? What do you think are the benefits? What do you think are the things it offers that normal marriage between people of the same faith cannot give?
Benefits.
Yep. What is the benefit of an interreligious marriage? Why should a young boy, a young girl even, go into it?
Well, benefit is you're bringing two religions together.
Okay.
Yeah. So your children will know about this faith, and they will also know about this faith. So I think that's the benefit. Otherwise, I don't think there is any other benefit.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's like the most eloquent testimony that people of different religion can actually coexist peacefully.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I will take that.
But it's not as if it's a benefit too, because it's both of you that will make the peace. So it's not as if
it's not a given. So the couples have to work
hard.
Work it out,
yes, you have to work
to
make to make the thing work, the marriage work.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So I think this might be the first one we're going to have audience to actually ask a question. We have just a few minutes left, so I'm going to just throw it to the audience. Does anybody have any question? Do you have any observation? Does anybody from the audience want to ask any question at this juncture? Is any of you eyeing a Muslim guy? Marachi?
Hi, and good evening. I don't have a question. I sort of have I wouldn't say an answer, but something to add to your question. So you said, what is the benefit of interreligious marriage? And I think one benefit would be shining the light of Christ. Because, for a religion that doesn't know Christ, when two people come together, as Christians, I think part of our duties is equally shining the light of Christ. So I think a benefit would be shining the light of Christ.
Like creating an opportunity for you to share the light of Christ
exactly,
with another person.
The love, the light, that Christianity thing, that faith for the faith. Yeah. I think that's a beneficial.
Yeah, that's
would you agree to that? I think
that's I already said. Yeah, the benefit is you will know about my religion and I will know about yours. Yes.
Okay.
So I think that's the benefit.
Okay. All right. So we're another. Any other person? Somebody has any question? Is it a written question?
Yes. I think there's a written question.
Let me have it. Yes, if you are too shy to ask questions, you can write and we'll help you ask. This is the first letter of a Catholic to
to a Muslim.
Okay. Okay, there is a belief that any Muslim who converts to Christianity should be killed. How true is this? And did you not have fear that your husband family may kill any of your children who decides to become a Christian?
But they didn't decide to be Christian now. They're all Muslims. I really don't know about that. That any Muslim who becomes a Christian should be killed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. So, I'm not a Muslim cleric, and I don't know. Let me not say, because I'm on air. So
actually, Alhaji would have been here with us.
Yes, he would have answered exactly medical issues. Yes.
He would have been here and all of that.
But you can be rest assured. If I go home, I'm going to ask him, and I'll call you to let you know what the answer is.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's why I think I actually asked that question. Do you think that if your children actually wanted to become Christian, would they willingly have become that without fear of anything like?
I don't. Maybe there would have been opposition here and there. Maybe I don't know.
From family members or from their dad.
From family.
Family members.
Yes. Yeah, their dad is a very liberal man. I think from family. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have any specific answer to this, but we are going to get back
to you.
To you. But I know I did a little study on Islam. Islam, there is the ideal Islam we know. And then there is the Islam that some Muslims, propagate out there. Just like Christianity. We all know the ideal Christianity, right? But we cannot stand there and say all Christians are practicing the ideal Christian thing and all that, So that's why I'm glad you didn't answer like you said you are not a Muslim cleric. I like to make a distinction. One of the books I read on science said there is a difference between a scientific statement and the statement of a scientist.
Yes.
They are not the same thing.
They are not the same
There's a difference between a scientific statement and the statement of a scientist. So the same thing that there is a difference between a Christian way of living and the way of life of a Christian. The Christian way of living is what we have been handed on to. That is the idea that all of us aspire to. But a Christian can live anyhow. And so somebody who doesn't know the Christian way of living will say, this is how Christianity is using that particular Christian. And that wouldn't be right. I think this question, would have to be answered from that perspective. There is what Islam teaches as a religion. Then there are some practices of certain Muslims that some of us might use to confuse the religion, at all. But on this show, one day I'm going to bring a Muslim cleric.
Yes.
And we'll have these discussions.
Yes,
on this show.
I think that's
promise,
yes.
I'm going to bring a Muslim cleric, and then we can ask all of those questions. Okay.
Yes.
So any other person? Somebody's hand? Okay.
My question goes like this. As a Christian marrying a Muslim, you have any challenges like maybe you wake up one day, maybe among the family, no one asks you or say to you that you are Arna because
I'm what?
Arna. You didn't ever have that kind of.
I'm just hearing that word for the first time.
Okay. Oh, okay, Anna means like
A non-believer.
a pagan.
A non-believer.
Okay.
Maybe. No, I've never heard it. Nobody has ever challenged me of my faith or even asked me to change. Nobody from my family or from my husband's friends. Nobody.
Before we get to the next question, I think I'll take you that, yeah, no member of his family, extended family did that. Why do you think so? Would you attribute that to maybe Alhaji's influence, that he was able to tell them, hey, you guys should just butt off?
Oh, yes. Yes. Because even before you come to me, they will go to him first. You can't come to me direct to come and tell me I should change. You will go to him first. You discuss it with him first. And then, of course, he will tell you, don't go there.
So he stood up for you?
Oh, yes. He will tell you, don't go there. I'm sure most times, most of his friends have reached out to him and said,
why would your wife?
Yes. Then he will tell them, don't even go there. Because none of them.
That is a man.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you, he's just a different. How did I put it before? Libra. Thank you. It's just a liberal.
I don't think it's just about being liberal. I think it's about being mature and
being matured. He has a lot of Christian friends and.
Yeah, because I want to bring this scenario to even a marriage between, let's say, a Catholic and a Catholic. All right.
Yes.
The lady might have issues with the in-laws. Maybe the wife, the in-laws, that's the husband's people. One or two or three may not like her for whatever reason. And they can begin to make troubles, against her. And the husband might not be steadfast enough to stand up for her and say, this is my wife, none of you, and all of that, So that quality that your husband portrayed is what every man needs to, have over their wives.
Yes.
Because sometimes some relations might not just like your wife for any reason. And so it's your duty as a man to stand up for your wife and say, this is my wife, I married her.
Yes.
So you cannot, disrespect my wife like that or whatever.
Okay. Anyway, let me not put myself inside trouble.
Were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to say most Nigerian men don't do that. But please, I have said most, not all.
Not all.
So
you are calling on Nigerian men to stand up for their wives.
Yes.
And defend their wives.
Oh, yes.
In the court of relations.
Yes, of relatives and in-laws. Thank you.
Especially mother-in-laws.
Some
mother-in-laws.
No, I never had problems with my mother-in-law. And it's like I really said, everything boils down to the husband.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
How the husband presents the wife and how he treats the wife says a lot to the in-laws.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Says a lot to the in-laws.
I think we are rounding up. There's one more hand, right? Have we answered? Let's take the last question. Then we round up and get to the next.
But it means we have two persons.
Okay. Quickly
give
now.
our ladies
Quickly.
first.
Evening, everyone.
Yep.
My question goes like this. There is it's just a question. Like, why is it that Muslim guys are easily to convert ladies to Muslim, but like Muslims are hard, like we hardly convert them to Christian? Why is it like that? Thank you.
Do you have the statistics?
No, but
so that question is it's a good question, but we cannot answer it until we have the statistics to show that this is actually what's going on. And like I said, some of this conversation would be greatly hard. Mrs. Ann is not a Muslim. Remember that? And she's not a Muslim cleric.
That's what I said.
A Catholic married to a Muslim. So there are some of these questions that
I think that's your question is because of what is said in the Bible that the man is the head of the family. So the men always like to lord it over the women. That's why.
Okay. Martha, you can be managing that one
Until you hear from a Muslim.
Yes, until we get a clear list.
But that's what I feel.
Ask yours, finally.
Okay.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Please, I want to ask. It's quite fortunate that, yes, you're married to a Muslim, and you are fortunate that, yes, your marriage has worked with your Muslim husband. However, like the priest has rightly said, we can't use maybe your success in your marriage as a statistic or a basement for, say, the marriage between Muslim and Christian is working. Why am I bringing up this? I think if a Muslim cleric is here, would have kind of answer better. It was giving us a more clarification on now the basement for this marriage between Christianity and Muslim working out. So why am I asking this is to know, the Muslims, there is this belief in the Muslims that they regard the Christians as infidels. So, and I know what an infidel is, an unbeliever. So you now find that by that very impression or by that very comment means an infidel is an unbeliever. So there's no possibility of you getting married to an unbeliever, which is a Christian, and making it work. So now, how can that be workable now, marrying or regarding a Christian as an infidel? So what's the relationship? How can it now be workable between that marriage?
How does deeper life people take you? It's Christian. How does deeper life or redeemed people take you as a Catholic?
All right, if you ask me, I think I'll see it because the both are all Christian.
Yes.
Irrespective of the denomination, they are all Christian. So we now know that these are Christian.
It's the same thing. You have fanatics in every religion. You have fanatics in every religion, just as they have fanatics in the Muslim religion. That's how you have fanatics in the Christian religion. Deeper life does not regard other denominations. They see you as an infidel. So it's not about Muslim and Christian kind of thing. It's just about being a fanatic. Fanaticism is in both religions. Do you understand?
And I was going to even ask,
yes.
And I was just being patient. Who is an infidel? An unbeliever.
An unbeliever.
What do you as a Christian call somebody who is not a Christian? Even to you as a Christian, he's a Muslim a believer. Will you call a Muslim a believer?
Father,
no, would you call a Muslim a believer? You would not call a Muslim a believer.
Yeah.
And then you even come among denominations in Christianity, like she said. There are some Christian denominations that don't regard other ones as
believers. Yes.
There are many Pentecostals who see Catholics as unbelievers.
Unbeliever.
Your place in hell is already established waiting.
You will not go to heaven.
So it is not. Like I said, it's not. I'm not sure it's a doctrinal Muslim thing. It's a mentality that will come from some fanatics.
That's exactly.
Like we also have in the Catholic Church.
And
then there are
also
good Muslims that are now showing you that those things are not the ideal thing. Her marriage is one of them. Then you go to Dubai. The Kambi Church there was built by the by the leader who is a Muslim. Dubai is a Muslim country, isn't it? But they use their money to build a place of worship. So just like I said, a scientific statement is different from the statement of
a scientist.
A scientist can make a wrong statement, even though it's a scientist. But a scientific statement is a statement that is scientifically proven and is there. So the same thing with a Christian or even a theologian. There is a statement of a theologian and there is a theological statement. So let's leave it here. Thank you very much, viewers. This is where we are going to leave it for now. Mrs. Ann, want to thank you for coming to share the beautiful story of your marriage with our dear friend Alhaji Idi Farouk. We are wishing him a quick recovery. I hope that some other time both of you will be here together, to have the conversation. So thank you for coming. Keep watching. So Let's Talk with Father Oloma on CTV and Father Oloma channels. Thank you. Peace out.